Ooh. Wow. Hi, hello, good morning. Ooh. Sleepy. But hi, hello, good morning, welcome. We're finally getting right to this shit. We're doing more Doki Doki because I only got the Yuri route. I want to see what happens if I get the other route. Garbage truck, hello, good morning. I don't even know if you can hear it outside yet. You usually can. It only picks up when it's like right outside my window. I don't think you can hear it right now, but like it's on its way. Oh. I just had to do a quick Google search about how the game works. Because I wasn't sure. That's interesting. I'm on the wiki page and looking at the endings, and there's one ending that is interesting. I have an idea. I'm gonna do a silly ending. Hold on. I'm gonna do something fun. According to the wiki, this will cause a very short, very quick ending to the game. I just deleted Monica's character file before starting a new game. And now I'm very curious as to what's gonna happen. Hey, Sayori. Hey, Sayori. What? Ellipses. This... What is this? Oh no. No. Oh no, she's crying. Oh no. I ruined... No. No. I ruined it. Can't be it. Can't be all there is. What is this? What am I? Make it stop. Please make it stop. Oh, the game closed. Oh, that's fun. I like that. I like that you can do that. And... Oh. Oh. Oh, I'm gonna have to uninstall and reinstall the game, right? In order for this to stop. What did the wiki say about this? Actually, I'm not gonna have that on screen while I'm reading this, because it's kind of upsetting. It might be upsetting for some viewers. After 10 minutes pass, a message written in Sayori's handwriting appears on screen. No, now everyone can be happy. Oh. Do I wait for that? Do I wait for that? Do we sit here for 10 minutes while I have Sayori hanging around on the other screen until the message appears? No, but I might have to uninstall and reinstall the game now because it's probably gonna keep doing that. Unless... What happens if I just restore the file? Hold on, what happens if I just restore the file? It still just does it, okay. I'm gonna have to uninstall and reinstall the game, I think. Shit. Okay. I didn't think that through. I didn't think this through. But it's fine. It's fine. It's a pretty small game. There should also be an ending if I delete Sayori's character file. But that just it just sends you to the same like screen where it says end and then Sayori hanging herself. It doesn't do the whole interaction with Sayori first. It just does that. I always feel like somebody's watching. Yippee! Okay, well, now I need help actually getting the good ending. So apparently, in order to get the good ending of the game, I need to save and reload more so I can spend time with all of the characters in Act 1. What is Act 1? Act 1 is everything that happens before Sayori does the thing. Can only be seen if players see all 10 of the game's CGs, 3 from writing poems for Sayori, 3 from writing poems for Yuri, 3 from writing poems for Natsuki, and 1 from talking to Monica in her room during Act 3. One of the methods to get this ending is to save the game before the first poem, make all the poems specific to one girl, go back to the first poem save file before Sayori commits thing, and repeat the process with another girl. After Sayori, Yuri, and Natsuki CGs have been seen, the game can continue normally. Players also have to be careful not to delete Monica too early in Act 3, because if they do without seeing the CG, the game will not count it as seen, and they will just see the normal ending. After Monica restarts the game without herself present, Sayori will gain the knowledge Monica had from her position and as the president of the club. But this time she will thank the player for trying to make all the girls happy. Sayori thanks the player for playing, and the credits will roll, but this time none of the images will be deleted. The other game files will be deleted still, and the player must delete the first run file or reinstall the game to play again. Players will then get a thank you letter from the developer, which also contains a basic summary on this initial inspiration, initial inspiration for the game itself, and why he made it instead of the bittersweet letter from Monica. Oh. Cool. Okay, so that's how I get the good ending. Hi Payne, welcome. Congrats on first. So, essentially what I do You didn't see that. I cannot put numbers.
Okay, Jesus Christ, I don't know what's going on here.
Hi Payne, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Boop. So, I think the strat is... like the wiki says, I save before the first poem. And then I do, then I do a poem specifically for one girl. I do their whole run. And when we get to the Sayori part, I go all the way back and do another girl. So I don't need to save all the time. I just need to save there, and I should be fine. I hope. Coffee. Doing well, other than being sick at the moment. How are you doing? I'm doing fine. I hope you get better soon. Ich bin sick. No good, no fun. Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this. Starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk to let Sayori catch up to me. Sayori! I'm gonna save you! I'm gonna save you this time, Sayori! I'm gonna get the good ending, I swear. I swear, I'm gonna get the good ending. I probably need to get the death scenes, right? For all the characters. I believe so. Because those are CGs. I believe. I don't know. I don't actually know. The wiki is being unclear. But Sayori, I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. I've been through this before. I can skip it, right? I can skip a lot of this. We know what's gonna happen. I can do a voiceover. Hey, Melon, you need to join a club, right? Because you're an introverted loser that sits inside all day. How about you join my club? Maybe she's right. Maybe I should join her club. Oh, hey, have you decided about joining a club yet? I could take you around to my club if you want, so you can see around. That would be kind of dope, don't you think? Okay, let's fucking go. Here's the club. Oh, wow, there's a bunch of beautiful women in this club. Oh my god, I made cupcakes because Sayori said you would come. Oh, Sayori, why would you say that? I'm not joining the club. See, I know the plot. Here's the club. You too, Monica. Come to town. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me and me or Monica. I'll get the cupcake. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I get a little too excited. And how about I make some tea as well? Okay, I feel like I should do the Sayori route last because I am unsure about how that's gonna go. So I'm gonna do Natsuki because I haven't done that one before. Then I'll do Yuri. Then I'll do Sayori. Yes. 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 Yes? Yes. You guys have a desk arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil of the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. How much is a dozen? How much is a dozen? Wow, 12 cupcakes for 5 people? Be careful, Chirin, that's a lot of sodium. 13 is a baker's dozen? Yeah. I've heard that. But why is that? That's what I wonder. Why is that? Wouldn't it make sense for 12 to be a baker's dozen? Or wouldn't it make more sense for a baker's dozen to not be a thing because you already have a dozen? It's for taste. Oh, that fucking makes sense! My logic was like, but like a dozen, it's 12, so like they're even, so you can evenly pack them together. But making one more as a taste test actually makes a lot of sense. Now I imagine some Karen fucking ordering a baker's dozen expecting 13 without actually knowing what it means, and it's like, wah, wah, wah. Hey Harrison, welcome. Congrats on second. Hope you're doing well. I've played this game before. I don't need to. I don't need to. I don't. I'm just gonna skip to the part that I haven't been to before. As soon as we're done with the introduction, I'm gonna do the Natsuki route, and then we're actually gonna take it seriously. But I've played this before, and you guys already know how I get it during Doki Doki streams. I fucking tire out my voice by doing with all the reading. And yet I'm so able to like I'm fine just yapping regardless. Pain, why'd you do that? What? fine. I'll set a timer. 5 minutes. Din ondskapsfulle lille dude. Jeg vet ikke. Ok. Skip. Kom an, når er det, når starter vi å skrive dikt og greier? Vær så snill. Yuri, hold kjeft. Jeg vil ha Natsuki. Natsuki! Ok. Come on. Når er det vi... Når er det... Aha. 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 Ok. Jeg tror vi nærmer oss nå. Åja. Det er sant. Bla, 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 bla. Jeg vil... Natsuki! Jeg vil ha Natsuki. Vær så snill. Please, vær så snill. Yep. Ok, jeg tror det nærmer seg nå. Ok. Yes, ok. Nå er vi på vei. Glem det. Nå er vi på vei. Ok, nå er det på tide å skrive et dikt. Tror jeg. Ok, kanskje jeg skulle ha lagret litt senere, men det går bra. Det går bra. Så lenge jeg har lagret før jeg skriver første dikt, så skal det gå bra. Men nå må jeg vite hva slags dikt som Natsuki vil ha. Ja. Ja. Faen! Aha. Yes. Okay. Ja. Okay. Okay, jeg er faktisk ganske bra. Faen! Ah! Yes. Bra. Doki Doki? Okay. He said it! He said it! Det var ikke... det var ikke... norsk, men... Haha, funny. Haha, morsomt. Herregud, det er så vanskelig å snakke norsk. Når jeg streamer. Jeg er så vant til å snakke engelsk. Ok, her vet jeg faktisk ikke hvilken som er Natsuki sin. Mm-hmm. Okay. We're back. Jesus fuck! Doesn't have the text is in English and you're supposed to read, and now you only have to translate. Yeah, I guess that's the worst. That's the. Thank God you used that while I was actually like skipping most of the dialogue. Because if you had picked, if you had redeemed Norwegian mode while I was reading the dialogue, I would have straight up just declined it because I can't translate in my brain. Fuck WandaVision, I fucking hate that shit. Except the MCU, there it makes sense, I guess. I'm not a huge. I'm not too knowledgeable about Wanda and Vision's relationship, so I wouldn't be able to tell you. Would have been okay with that. Decline if you want. The problem is I don't know how to refund channel points. I know there's a way to do it. I think mods can do it when they're in mod view, but it doesn't show up on my regular stream manager. Anyway, we're doing Natsuki now. Hi again, Melon. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha 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 ha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Melon. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. I'm pretty sure I've had this fucking dialogue as well. I need to actually, you know, build a relationship with Natsuki before I can do something else. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it? Come on, like he deserves any slack. You already told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year too. I don't know if you plan just to come here and hang out or what. If you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Mangoes? Mango collection. Can I have one? I'm really hungry. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki sobs back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Melon always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sure, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. That's so. Man, I feel so bad for Sayori. Ah. I do think it's kind of fucked up with Wanda and Vision that, as far as I remember, and I might be wrong, because West Coast are not my preferred Avengers. Wanda used to be in love with Wonder Man, but then Wonder Man's consciousness was transferred into Vision. And it's not like Wonder Man wasn't still around. But Wanda chose Vision eventually anyway? So that's a little fucked up of Wanda to be like, You know what, Wonder Man? I love you, but this robot version of you he just has a bigger dick. That's probably not that's probably not the reason, but it would be so funny. Yes, Wonder Man, I am literally you, but in a superior body. With a superior cock. In the original comics, when Ultra made Vision, he based him on the brain patterns of Simon Williams, aka Wonder Man. Wanda's original love, called Mind Transfers, was only in one comic, if I remember correctly. Stick out the rotor actions. It does, probably. I like my men hard, and Vision is just harder. You know, maybe that's why she prefers Vision. I wouldn't blame her. Speaking of Wonder Man, any news on the Wonder Man show? Wonder Man. Not Wondry Man. Wonder Man. We got some sort of, like, trailer for it a while ago, I remember. I mean, they've been shadow dropping stuff on Disney Plus for a while, so who knows when it'll actually come. Fucking Ironheart came out of nowhere, and they actually tried to hype that up. Not to mention Echo came out of nowhere. What's it called? Eyes of Wakanda came out of nowhere. Who knows when Wonder Man's gonna drop? It says January 2026. January 27th. Also, it has a release date. Interesting. Maybe I should have waited a little bit before subscribing to Disney Plus, because I kind of want to see that. Also, Vision Quest, which does not have a release date, only saying it'll come out in 2026, but who knows if that's true. Apparently Ultron is gonna return in Vision Quest, which is interesting. I'm sure a lot of fans are gonna be like, let's fucking go! Thing about that is Vision doesn't even have Simon's memories. Oh. That's interesting. I'm looking forward to Spider-Man Brand New Day, though. I think it's gonna be cool to see Spider-Man on his own. No Stark tech, no friends. Fucking arguing with Punisher the entire time. It's gonna be fun. Although Spider-Man Brand New Day would have been a perfect opportunity for them to bring back Cloak and Dagger, but it doesn't seem like they will. Unless it's in like a end credit scene, maybe. A girl can dream. Because I would love to see Cloak and Dagger return. Anyway, game. Sorry, I get so caught up in talking about my interests that I forget that I'm actually playing a game right now. How come? You and Melon can be good friends too. Nah, I want to go for the pink one over there in the corner. I want the pink one in the corner over there. Natsuki fucking with her face fucking digging her face into like manga. A little something like... A little something like that. Oh, that's gonna actually ruin the book if I do that. Hey, look, Yuri. I would like a Deadpool cameo in Spider-Man. I'm not a huge fan of Deadpool, so I'm gonna have to disagree on that one. I know a lot of people like their dynamic, but... I just don't like Deadpool in general. And a lot of people don't realize how much Spider-Man fucking hates Deadpool. I swear I've had this interaction before. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori? Wouldn't even have to be Deadpool, could just be Ryan Reynolds. That is such a Deadpool thing to do, though. Just have Ryan Reynolds appear as himself, and then fucking one of the characters is like, wait, have I seen you before? And then he's like, oh, no. And then winks at the camera. Like, it isn't even Deadpool. It is Ryan Reynolds, but like, it is Deadpool. Like, it's such a meta thing that you could only do in a movie with a character like Deadpool. That would be so funny, actually, if they do that next time Deadpool appears. Hey, aren't you the Green Lantern actor? And Ryan just stares at the camera. That would actually be amazing. Hold on. Hold on, you're actually cooking. You're actually cooking. Like, so, like, he just shows up in like a coffee shop or something, and then a character's like, hey, Ryan Reynolds, I know you're from like Green Lantern, right? And then fucking he does the Jim from The Office like look at the camera. Like, yeah, it's Ryan Reynolds, but like clearly it's a Deadpool reference. Oh, that is so good. That is so good. That is so good. Disney, Marvel, if you're watching this, write that down. Write that down. Write that down. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. They already made it sound like it's like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. Guess this means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. Oh my god, my vocal capabilities already struggling. Also, is the music loud for you guys? I see that it's reaching pretty loud on the OBS. Do I need to turn it down a little bit? Or was it fine the way it was? You and the sound is about the same? Ah, okay, well. Then it's probably good that I turned it down. Maybe turn it down a little bit again. That's better. Don't hear it over my own. I hear you perfectly though. Alright, well, I turned it down anyway. If it's too quiet now, let me know. Because I usually like game audio to be like hit like right in the middle of like the volume bar in OBS. Because when I speak, I hit like all the way up to the yellow, usually the yellow, but sometimes all the way up to the red. So I like any like background music to stay in the green, so it's like slightly lower than me. And it was like peeking onto the yellow. Yeah, she's gonna give me the cool book, and she's like, "Hey, I thought we could read this together if you wanted to." And then I'm gonna be like, "Oh, I love it. I would love to read some." I gotta say, they stepped up the game for the songs in Has Been Season 2. Fire as fuck. I love Nifty's song. It's the best song in the entire franchise. Has been and Helava. It's the best song, hands down. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. Hell no, Box Day clears no diff, bro. I haven't seen the season. I need to watch it first. How many episodes are out? How many episodes are left? You decide! Who won? Who's next? Sorry, that was a stupid joke. Yuri and Monica are having a clear conversation in the corner. Yuri's face already buried in a book. Can't help but notice her intense expression, like she's waiting for a chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm gonna help Natsuki. Hear Natsuki out an exhausted sigh within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. Yeah, this is different. Different. I don't think I made it here before. I think last time I was so... Because last time I focused on Yuri. And so when I wrote the poem, I wrote it with Yuri in mind. And it made me do the interaction with Yuri. And while she still gave me the book, I don't think it put me here last time. Or did it and I'm just stupid. Forgetful, sorry. I know I shouldn't call myself stupid. Although I kind of am. You're looking for something in there? Freaky. I thought she said freaky Monica for a second. I'm looking for freaky Monica in there. It's Monica's clone, except she's freaky. Freaking Monica. Never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? You're not stupid, just silly like the rest of us. Yeah, that's what they all say. Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga? You read manga, right? I don't know, do I? Look at me. I'm both on Natsuki's side and Yuri's side. I read manga and classic literature. Man, I never finished this book. I started reading it on stream and then I just forgot about it for a while. Are you guys still interested in this gay-ass book? Or do you want another gay-ass book? Put him over here. I want to hear about demons. Unfortunately, that is not a demon book. That is The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde. Ah! Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. That might have been true back in 2015 when this game came out. Unfortunately, it's now 2025. Like 10 years later, and manga and anime are very much accepted in society as a whole. And anyone who claims they're not are just clinging on to a time where they were outsiders and actually had authority on the subject. How did you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Is it Sailor Moon? I want to read Sailor Moon. Curious. I pull it out of the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. I want a copy of the Lesser Key of Solomon so bad, bro. I mean, this Lesser Key of Solomon? This book right here? You just got all the cool shit, don't you? I mean, yeah. Do you see that guy right there? Suki snatches it out of my hand, then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Ah, much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. That reminds me, how many volumes do I have of Bloom Into You? Do I have all of them? 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6, 7, and shut the fuck up. How many volumes? There's 8 volumes. God damn it. God fucking damn it. I'm missing one. My friend betrayed me! These were my friends and my friend's books. And they didn't have space for them anymore, and so they gave them to me. And they were missing one! One book! One! Damn you, friend. Parfait girls? The series I never heard of in my life. What is that supposed to be, like Precure? Sailor Moon? Sounds like some magical girl anime. Or manga. Now you gotta get the last one? I do, don't I? Ah. Probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can go do it through the glass of that door. He points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing. Consider this a lesson straight from the literature club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm gonna show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hand. Ah! I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire. What did I fucking say? What did I say? What did I say? Of course it's a fucking magical girl manga! Features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly moe. Whoa. Who wrote this game? A weeb? Don't just stand there. What? Natsuki grabs my arms and pulls me out of the closet. No, let me back in. It's safe in there. I won't get hate crimed if I stay in the closet. That's a joke for all the silly gay people in the chat. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. Pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. Can't read at the same time like that. Why is that? Oh, I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Don't you say that! It made me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arm and scooches an inch away from me. Oh, she hates me. She really hates me. Sorry. Didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I opened the book. Only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I got a book series, but missing one book way back. I got it as a gift from my friends in pocket format. Gratefully but angry, and yes, they did it on purpose. Wanted to mess with me. At least my friend didn't do it on purpose. I believe they didn't have the 8th volume. Because they've had the series for a while, for a couple years now. And then only gave it away now because they moved out. I say now, but it was like a couple months ago at this point. But yeah, doing it on purpose is evil. That's evil behavior. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happening yet, so I talk at the same time. Looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. Kind of grew out of these, since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. Man, the art in Bloom Into You is really nothing to write home about. When I go to the bookstore, occasionally, every time I'm at the mall, I go to the bookstore to look either for classic literature like this. I specifically like these cloth-bound books published by Penguin under their classics label. They all have these cloth-bound covers with these cool patterns on them, and I think they're really cool. So I always go to look at them, see if they got any new ones that I didn't even know they had. I really want to get more. But I don't know which books to get. But I also go and look at manga, and I always look at the Sailor Moon manga because, oh my god, the art is so pretty. It looks, even though it's, you know, it's manga, it's black and white, it somehow looks so pastel. And I love that. It's so pretty. Can't go to the bookstore anymore. I buy books but don't read them. Ah, I feel you there. I bought the Evangelion manga like a year or so ago, and it's just been sitting in a drawer. I need to read it. I love Evangelion. Well, love is a strong word when it comes to Evangelion. I liked the series, but, you know, it's Evangelion. It's a curse, it indeed is. I need to sit down and read books. Maybe I should just read them on stream. Then I'll actually get it done, you know? If I do it for stream, then I'll at least, you know, do it. Although I watched back the last book reading stream I did. And even though I claimed it was an ASMR stream, it wasn't very ASMR-like at all. I just got a super good idea. What if Marvel's what if? So you know, here, my cute little background. My cute little background that I have here, I just had a really good idea. What if I made a background that's like me at like a fireplace with like bookshelves in the background, and then I make a PNG of me sitting in a chair reading a book, and then we can have like story time. I find some nice like cozy lo-fi music to put on in the background, and then I just read books, not in like an ASMR format, but like more just cozy vibes format. That would actually be kind of fire. And then I make it a regular thing to like read books. Regular, it would be like once or twice a month, but because I still do art and gaming. That could actually be fun. Although, I don't know if I would be able to read manga, because, well, half the fun of manga is, you know, this. But that could be a fun idea. Although it's hard to make a cozy little fireplace fit with my aesthetic. So I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. Anyway. What should I expect from this? Is there going to be plot? Well, obviously. You think I would join something that didn't have a plot? I mean... Well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with a guy at the ice cream shop. But that just helps you get to know the characters. That is true. You need some slower moments. Even in big stories, you need some slower moments in order to establish characters and relationships. It might make the pacing a little bit weird, but it's an integral part of writing a story. If you can balance the plot with the slower moments. Could be a candle, low light equals not much background art. I guess, but then it would just be so dark. Then it would just be a dark screen with me shrouded in shadow, and that would be a lot more menacing than it would be cozy. Then it would be less, oh, come hang with me and let's read some books by this cozy fireplace, and more like, viewers beware, you're in for a scare. Maybe if I read Goosebumps. Besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama. Can you imagine ways to make it cozy? I mean, it's probably possible. I don't know. We'll see. I still have to think more about this idea if I'm actually gonna do it or not, you know? I'll think about it. It could be fun. If only as a way for me to actually read some books. Because I keep not doing that. Later on, there's all kinds of drama. Like when they get into all their backstories, and when some of the romance starts to happen. That's really what makes it so good. Maybe I could even read some comics at one point. I mean, again, if it's a manga or comic, like part of it is the visuals. But the good thing about not having visuals is that I can pretend to own the comics that I read, and instead of admitting that I'm just reading them off of totally legal websites. But you know, if I get found out if I do that, then Twitch is gonna be like, no, stop that. So, can't do that. But unfortunately, we don't have a comic book store. Sure, manga has become like universal. Every bookstore has manga, but no, there's no comic book stores in my city, so I can't get comics. It sucks. So mad. Ugh. So many touching parts. Ah, is that so? Sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hey, wait. What is that supposed to mean? Whoa! This game is so anime. Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just mean that I haven't yet seen you at your full power. I haven't seen Natsuki go Super Saiyan yet. Good save. This chapter seems like it's about baking. This is just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga? I mean, it's called Parfait Girls, dude. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of baking. Well, Natsuki paused for a moment as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah. Why does that matter? Doesn't, I was just curious. Because you enjoy baking too, right? That's just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got this manga. Like I would ever get into anything because it's in a manga. Feel bad for anyone that impressionable. Haha. Definitely not a coincidence. Guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, of all the hobbies to pick up from a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. My problem with my local bookstore is that they have comics but never orders in regularly. Ah. At least yours has comics. But yeah, that's also frustrating. Not ordering in regularly. If only comics were as popular as they used to be and comic book stores were like in every big city. Like exclusively for comics. But unfortunately, that's not the case anymore. Very unfortunate. Even with superheroes being as popular as they have been for over a decade now. Almost 2 decades. The comic industry has not been going up. Unfortunate. Not to mention she's really good at it. So who am I to judge? we got the CG. We got it. Her head is so round. Oh my god, she is so small. She is so chibi looking here. Look at how small her fucking torso is compared to her head. We read on for a few more minutes. I finished a couple chapters at this point. The lip beat. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not! Even though you're just watching me read it? Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean. Ellipses question mark? You don't? Oh. She's so nervous. That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Would you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Ah, sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. Can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. But if you could reach their face, short stack, I'm sorry. I should not be speaking. I should not be. I do not have the facilities to say that. Well, to be fair, I'm probably taller than Natsuki. But that's all I can say. Ugh, I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge. Much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards the other losers over time. Probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would... Not her dad! Not her dad! Not her dad! I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica was kind of a jerk about it. Ugh, I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it. But it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? What is this? That's not an ellipses. What? Ellipse. So... ahaha. Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flipped the page. Suddenly, Natsuki starts laughing. Laughter. Insert laughter here. I totally forgot that happened. Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels. Minori is my favorite character. I always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when... I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finished the chapter. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. But if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feelings you get when connecting with someone like that. And being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience, that makes me smile, at least to myself. Ah! Monica jump scare! Okay, everyone. Are you all ready for today's poems? Ellipses. Oh, come on. Your timing be any worse? Sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough time. So you do look pretty cozy over there. Haha. Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. She hastily sizes herself a good 12 inches away from me. Alright. Guess I'll stop here for now. I closed the book and headed towards Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Yeah, but... Monica just said... Don't be dumb. Just take it home with you. Is that really alright? I'm the main character. I got my main character voice on. Plus ultra! Kachan! I can't do a Deku voice. Kachan, my... I'm trying to become the next top hero, but I'm dummy thick. And the clap of my ass cheeks keeps alerting the evil guys. I don't know who the evil guys are in My Hero. Kachan! I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop. I'm just embarrassing myself. I do that mostly because I really don't plan on using my spare time to read this. Well, of course. Would take forever to finish if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you. The villains? I don't know my hero. I don't know who the villains are. At least I don't know their names. I know there's the guy with all the hands. I know there's the blue fire guy. I know there's the guy who's basically Deadpool. I know Himiko Toga. I know the big bad who was like the opposite of All Might, who's like big and dark and scary. I know the hands guy. That's all I know. By tomorrow? I only got partway through the volume so far. Might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this. But I suppose that's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. My reading comprehension is already going down. I can't with this. I can't with this. We're barely halfway through the stream. Are you serious? It feels like it's been forever. Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it? Alright then. I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah? My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Imagine if Doki Doki Literature Club took place in the My Hero universe and they all had, like, powers. What I think their powers would be is, Sayori would have the power similar to Mountain Tim from JoJo, where she could like extend her limbs by turning them into ropes. And Yuri would be kind of like the spot where she could like make holes in her body so that things like slip through. Probably usually centered around her chest, I would assume. And Natsuki would have a very simple ability to just, you know, turn her head like an owl, like she could snap it like 90 degrees or something like that. Like she could turn it around, but then she could turn it around like to look behind her, but she could also like turn it like the other way. So like she could look upside down, you know? That's what their powers would be. I'm going to hell for this. I just got 4 drag path edits in a fucking row. Someone shoot. I need to listen to Drag Path. I haven't listened to it in a while. I really hope they put it on Spotify. I've seen people saying... I've seen 21 Pilots fans, some 21 Pilots fans saying like, they shouldn't release Drag Path publicly because it's a song for us. It's our song. Stop making pufferfish edits. Don't release it on streaming. It's our song. And I'm like... I get it. I totally understand that reasoning. But I'm also not a fan of gatekeeping music, so please release it at some point. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I stand. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. Also, it also doesn't matter because a lot of people who bought the digital remains edition of Breach have already like put out Drag Path on different like services, so people can just download them for free, which, you know, first of all is technically illegal. They shouldn't be able to do that. They shouldn't be allowed to do that, but they still do. So a lot of people have still heard Drag Path. So even the logic of, oh, it's our song, only we're allowed to have it, kind of falls flat when you realize that it's already been shared around, just not, like, officially. Like, I didn't buy the digital remains edition of Breach because I wanted it on vinyl, and that was specifically a digital exclusive thing, and I didn't want to buy the album twice. That would be a waste of money. So I didn't get Drag Path. I still have a way to listen to it whenever I want. And of course, the people that want to gatekeep the song would be like, yeah, but that's fine because I'm a 21 Pilots fan. But like, no, I didn't pay for the album. It's not. It technically is not fine. I don't know. I think gatekeeping music is stupid. Saying it's our song. What happened to Trees? Wasn't that our song? No one who's not a fan of 21 Pilots listen to fucking Trees. And that is like the 21 Pilots song. They end every fucking concert with that song. Cause it's the 21 Pilots song. It's the clicky song, rather. What are you on about? Drag Path needs to be gatekept. Fuck out of here. Anyway, that rant over. I do the same myself. Time to read poems. Morty! Sorry, this music always makes me think of that meme. Let's just do them in order. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing it with Sayori first. No, gatekeep music. Let your favorite band not get more fans and thus have to find different jobs and quit music. Yeah, like, so many people, because of that Drag Path went viral because of the edits, a lot of people love the song and want to listen to it, but they can't. And yet, quote-unquote true fans want to gatekeep the song? Even though it might be the song that gets people into 21 Pilots because of the pufferfish meme? Are you crazy? But it's for the click. Bro, they want to be part of it. Let them have the song. Holy shit. Anyway, he's my good friend after all. Ugh, my throat. My voice is fading. Ah. This is why I'm not an ASMR streamer. I so often get on these really passionate, aggressive rants. I can't believe people have actually fallen asleep listening to my streams sometimes. That's... Doesn't happen as often anymore, but it has happened before. Crazy. Ellipses. This is a good poem, Melon. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. Not that good. I'm the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his... Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. That's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you really are part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? Like I said before, deep down you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah! And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Well, we'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. It's cute. Sayori. This is just a guess, but... Did you wait until morning to write this? No? Just a little bit. Can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice. Or, how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school? It's bad to skip breakfast. I'll get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. She gets all cranky when she doesn't eat breakfast, huh? Well, I get the same without my morning cup of coffee. Because... Because you know what coffee is backwards? E-fuck. Because if I... Because I don't give a fuck until... I can't even say it to you. I can't even... I'm so cringe that it's so cringe that I can't even say it. I can't even finish the sentence. I can't even finish it. I'm cringing so hard because I don't give a fuck until I've had my coffee. Oh man. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Did Monica make you say that? Did she hold a gun to your head and make you say that? Yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. Natsuki. Hello, Pinky. How's it fucking hanging, Kirby? Ellipses. Ellipses, question mark? Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, the whole fucking poem. Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind, I don't feel like giving my opinion. Then what's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. I fucking hate the e-fuck guy. It just came to mind and I had to say it, but then my body physically wouldn't let me. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said. Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours wasn't really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, ha, well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. I hope you're happy now. I hope you're happy that you hurt your cause forever. I hope you think you're clever. I hope you're happy. I hope you're happy too. I hope you're proud that you... I forgot the lyric. Defying Gravity. Wicked. With Idina Menzel and Christine... How do you pronounce her name again? I always forget. It's her last name is a mouthful. Christine Chenoweth? I think that's how you say it. I'm not sure. So in other words, you're saying you liked it? Loud incorrect buzzer. Natsuki's retorts get caught in her throat. Oh, you're so... You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that. You don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. Can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that you like my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. Ah, it's this poem. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can speak, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try. That's about it. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? What? Now I know that sounds bad. Guys. I just realized that I keep making pop culture references. Am I written by an MCU writer? Is that Kevin Feige up in my brain making decisions of what I should say? You're an AI. Yes. Man. Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing serious. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. Would have hit harder if there was a consistent rhyme scheme. And then at the very end it fell flat, but... I understand the idea, Natsuki. You did well. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. Sure, it does. Yeah, you know what? I'm putting that one on the fridge, honey. You did so well. I'm being so condescending. It's more went into that than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Yuri, my long-lost lover. Ellipses. Ellipses. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes. More than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not... I just need to put my thoughts into words. Oh, she's so me. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. Oh, so it's that bad. No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. Couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical in new writer. Ah, that's the part that she said last time. But earlier, when I wrote the poem with Yuri in mind, she was like surprised that it's the first time I had written a poem. And then when I said, oh, it's my first time, she reread it again and was like, ah, now I see the bad parts. And then started talking about things that new writers do. But now she's just like, oh, this shit's ass. Because I wrote it with Natsuki in mind. That's kind of funny. Just like how when I wrote for Yuri last time, Natsuki was like, wow, you really like Yuri, don't you? This game is really good. Guys, this game is really good. Why did we stop talking about this game? Why didn't we move on to talking about fucking mascot horror like FNAF and like Bendy and the Ink Machine, Poppy Playtime, all of that shit? When this is so good, this game is so good, why did we stop talking about this? Having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter and then form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once she refines her train of thoughts, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Is I prefer inking my machine and fretting my fastballs. And so does most of the internet, I guess. I guess you're not wrong. I guess I just have a very mature mind. Sorry for the self-glazing right there. I just have a very mature mind and appreciate subtle storytelling. I guess I'm just more of an intellectual for liking this game. Yeah. I'm kinda goated like that. Yeah, I'm kinda goated. I've had this talk before. I've played these games before! I just find them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. You think Benny says he's inking when he turns on his machine? Hey, yo? People don't even talk about Benny and the ink machine. I believe that's because something to do with the developers, actually. It's not just because people stopped talking about the game. It's because the developer did something and people didn't like the game anymore because of it. If I remember correctly, I don't remember exactly what it was, but I believe that's the reason we don't talk about Bendy anymore. Nothing to do with the game itself. It's all the developer. Are they still making the Bendy and the Ink Machine movie? Didn't they announce that like 2 years ago? When does this game get fucking good? Chat, when does this game get fucking good? Oh, I love this poem. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Mwah. Mwah. Beautiful. It's still big, got a movie and multiple games in active production. Are you sure? I don't hear the hype of about Bendy anymore. Sure, I'm not active in like the what's it called? The mascot horror scene. I really only care about FNAF. But like I like every time there's a new Poppy Playtime chapter, people always talk about that. I haven't heard about Bendy in years. Not since the movie was announced. And again, how long has it been since we got updates about the movie? They freed Mr. Goon? What? What do you mean? Who's Mr. Goon? Bendy and the Ink Machine? Yeah. Like this year? When? I haven't heard about it. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not saying like the franchise is dead or anything. I'm just saying it just doesn't have the hype behind it anymore. I don't know who he is, but he's free. Damn. Ellipses. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Ah. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it's really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, this is our first time sharing. I want to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Also, Kanye is back. I'm hyped for his next album. No comment. With his last album, yeesh. No comment. Guess you're just not inking it hard enough. I hear new stuff like every month. But are you going out looking for it? That's what I'm saying. Cause like I don't hear it. I don't hear anything, and I hear fucking Poppy Playtime. Updates every time that happens. Yet I don't hear Benny and the Ink Machine. I'm sure that there's hype there. The same, there's anything that has a fan base gets hype, but don't disrespect the GOAT. With what the GOAT has said, I feel very comfortable disrespecting him. I don't care how many good albums he has. His GOAT status has been revoked. I don't think it's a controversial opinion to say that. And actively looking for it. I don't hear shit about Poppy Playtime though, like at all. Even when there's like a new chapter coming out, because every time there's a new chapter out, like the internet goes crazy. He personally apologized to a rabbi and was forgiven. I don't think that's enough. I don't think that's enough, considering everything he said. I don't hear shit until after it drops, and a while after too. Well, I don't hear shit about Bendy. Even when there's a drop, I don't hear shit about Bendy. I guess when the movie was announced, I heard like, whoa, movie, cool. And then after a week, people stopped talking about it. I like to keep it that way, not gonna lie. Don't give two shits for Puppy Playtime. Hey, I've heard that it's pretty good. by mascot horror standards, I've heard that the recent chapters have been pretty good. Are you into ghost Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. Hadn't even thought of that. I thought of that. I'm smart. I'm able to understand literature. My brain works in symbols and metaphors. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up these things, too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Monica! Hey, bitch! Yeah, I don't care. Shut up. We'll get more of you later. Shut up! Yippee! Hole in wall. Couldn't have been me. See the direction this speckle protrudes? A noisy neighbor. An angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. Just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he on the other side was looking in. It's about her being in a game. It's about her discovering that she's in a game. She was looking out because she is in the game, and he is the one looking in, as in the one playing the game, which in this case, I guess isn't the he, but, you know, who cares? It's a fucking visual novel. Of course it's made for the male gaze. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. Haha, it's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It would have been really cool if when she says that, like, her eye, like, she winks or something, but it's, like, really quick, so most people on their first run would be like, huh? What was that? What just happened? Just to hint that something is off, but, like, she's it would be her literally winking to you, the player, as in, ha, I know what I am. I was gonna say I know what you are, but like, it would be the opposite. It would be her knowing that she's in the game, so. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. I see you, Monica, exactly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Alright, I need to go use the bathroom. Hold on. I'm gonna move over here and I'm gonna play some funky music. And I'll be right back. Wow. There used to be a crane tower alone on the sea. You became the light on the dark side of me. Love remains a drug that's the high, not the pill. But did you know that when it snows, my eyes become blood and the light that you shine can be seen? Baby, I compare you to a kiss from a rose on the grave Ooh, the more I get of you, the stranger it feels, yeah. Now that your rose is in bloom, a light hits the gloom on the grave. Okay, that's enough of that. Oh, wrong thing. Here's the right thing. I really like that song. If you couldn't tell. Phew. Guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me from my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. Guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. Oh no, this is the argument. This is the argument. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is the argument. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no 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 no. But this time I'm on Natsuki. This time I spent the day with Natsuki, which means I'm gonna be on her side. Oh no, what is Yuri gonna say? Cause last time Natsuki crashed out for me being friends with Yuri. So what's gonna happen now? They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poem. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. I wonder who gets lobotomized this time around. Don't say that! Don't say that! Don't say it. Don't Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out that nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it. And Melon did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, go fuck yourself! Excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. What were you about to call her? What's with the ends? What? Natsuki! And Melon liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member. I think it's the same. She says the same thing. Even though I'm on her side now, it's still the same interaction. That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe up every time she puts up her... Every time, because my eyes are at the text box. So every time she puts her hand up like that, I just see the weird folds on her jacket, and I immediately assume like she has like big muscle. Because I'm only seeing it in the corner of my eye. I'm like, whoa! Every time. Maybe you're just jealous that Melon appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. I was full of myself. Now, if I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Ooh. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I was the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Melon started showing up. Crazy! Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you! I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Melon, she is trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force him to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. The only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right? Well? Ellipses. To be fair, they both have a point. The problem stems in them both of them not understanding that the other's style can be effective in and of itself. Their problems is that they both think that their writing style is the right one and the other one is wrong. When that's not the case, they're both equally valid. If I could just jump into the game and like smack them both across the face and tell them that. Except I would never hit a woman. I would never do that. Although these are not women, they are high schoolers, which makes it a lot worse to hit them. Never mind. I take it back. I would peacefully tell them that they're both correct. How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agreed with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Help me, Sayori. Natsuki. Natsuki glares at me, drawing up any word I had in my mouth. Sepia is about to have a word with you. Nuh-uh, because they're not my children. I actually don't know how child protective services work. I assume they do protect all children from people that are seen as threat. Natsuki glares at me, drawing up any word I had in my mouth. So instead, I turned to Yuri. Yuri? Ellipses. But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Ellipses. Sayori? Yeah. Yeah. Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to inject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. It's your immaturity that made her upset in the first place. You are equally as immature, Yuri. You're the one that... You have the same problem with Natsuki that she has with you. Shut the fuck up. If you were mature, you wouldn't be arguing with her in the first place. Excuse me? You're listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes... Stop! Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And yours poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone is so talented. So why are we fighting? She's exactly what I would have said. Except with better words, because there's a reason I'm not in the literature club. I can't use words. Why are we fighting? Because, well, also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they've always been. Preach, sister. Big and beautiful. Sayori? I mean, she's not wrong, but like, some things don't have to be said out loud. Ellipses. Ellipses. Sayori. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with the bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. I can imagine Yuri going out in the hall and like stopping and like leaning against the wall, slowly sliding down, and then do the thing where she like brushes her hair behind her ear and it's like, Sayori thinks my boobs are big and beautiful. The only good ship in the game. And I'm not just saying that because they're my favorites. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So, this is why Sayori is vice president. Oh no, that was me saying that to Monica. So, this is why Sayori is vice president? I whispered to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things. But I'm not very good with people. Yeah. AI is usually not good at reading social cues. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Aha. Nah. Not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. It's almost like she's a character in a video game with specifically written dialogue. Oops. I mean, hehe. The reason I'm not in a literature club, I can't read. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. Like if she were to hang herself in her own room at some point, that would be awful. Fuck you, Monica. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. Genuine. Yeah, sure. I know what you've done, woman. I know what you've done. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone. Just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poem? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Melon, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. I remember I wrote a poem like a few years ago. Back at my internship or apprenticeship rather, at the factory. I always refer to that time very ominously. So to be honest, it wasn't a great time in my life. I was going through a lot of stuff mentally. Really dark, very scary. But yeah, I remember I was feeling particularly artistic and I wanted to write a poem, and so I started writing one. I wonder where I wrote it down, actually. I think it had something to do with nighttime. Like the feeling of being awake at night, where it's all quiet and you're all by yourself and it's dark outside. And you feel like the isolation, but also the peace in it, you know? I started writing, I think I wrote a few lines. I just had the idea and I wanted to put it to words. Again, I have no idea where I wrote it down, if I even have it still. No, I have no idea. I think it was in my purple notebook, but I don't know where I put that. Probably in the drawer where I have all my like other books. Anyway, awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends too. Your poems will turn out even better. Ellipses. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone liked. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Hold on, let me... DDLC poem guide. I really don't care. Okay, I got a cheat sheet open. So there's a lot of fucking words that can show up. So, we'll see. Nighttime is when the depression really hits, and when the depression hits, I'm suddenly fucking Edgar Allan Poe. Honestly, Edgar Allan Poe was probably the same thing. He laid awake late into the night, and then when the nighttime hit, he was like, I can't just sit still with my thoughts. I need to write this shit down. And then he said, then he said, once upon a midnight dreary, as I ponder weak and weary. Something knocking on my chamber door. The raven said nevermore. Your mother is a fucking... I'm not gonna say that. Go to camp and eat us more. I tripped and stumbled on the floor. Once was rich, but now I'm poor. Steak cooked good through the core. Ate a cookie, now I want more. Said the raven, nevermore. I'm fucking Edgar Allan Poe in this shit. I thought to myself with newfound determination. Madeline, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It really has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. Can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, how about what happened earlier? Eh? What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki? That kind of thing happened often. No. That's really the first time I've ever seen them fight like that. Props, they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just want your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. You know, it's nice that I get to spend this time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. Die. Looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but... does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah. Let's do this. Okay, let's do this. Shopping, vacation, party, peace. There's no A words. There's a lot of S words though. There's 3, but let's see. Shiny shopping has triple hearts for Natsuki. Ambient. Ambient is for Yuri. Let's see. Puppy. I'm so glad there's not a there's not a timer on this. Puppy is indeed 3 for Natsuki. Amazing is for Sayori. Playground. Playground is for Natsuki. Vanilla is for Natsuki. Giggle, I believe, is also for Natsuki. Sounds like it would be. Where's D? Giggle is Natsuki. I believe Kitty is also Natsuki. Let's double check real quick. Where's K? H-I-J-K. All the K words are for Natsuki apparently. Kitty, kiss, and kawaii are all Natsuki words. Those are the only K words on this list. Warm? No, that's... Smile? No, that's for Natsuki. Oh? No, that's also Natsuki. What the hell? Incongruent. No, that's Yuri. It has to be. Disaster? No, that's Yuri. Huh. Misery. No, that has to be Yuri though. No, that's Sayori. Oh my god, okay. Fester. I don't think any of these are Natsuki words. Fester. Yeah, that's a Yuri word. Massacre. Also a Yuri word. Huh! That's unfortunate. There's no Natsuki words here, so I have to pick a Sayori word because those give a +2 to Natsuki. Yuri words only give a +1 to Natsuki, which makes sense because they don't like each other. So I'm gonna go with warm. Blanket? Blanket, yes. Shiny? Shiny maybe? Shiny is indeed a Natsuki word. Pink, I already know. Sweet? No, that's... Oh, Papa is definitely a Natsuki word. Because she has daddy issues. Strawberry is one. Chocolate is probably one. Lollipop has to be one. Silly one? What's that? That's Sayori. Whistle. Whistle is actually a Natsuki word. Hopeless. No, that has to be... Yeah, that's Sayori. Ribbon, though, is Natsuki. I know that. Flower? Where's F? Flower, no, that's... Sayori. Cheeks. Cheek is actually Natsuki. One more. Sunny? Daddy issues is she's so mean. Well, Summer actually is a Natsuki one. One more. Cute, definitely. If I remember correctly, her father beats her, but I don't remember. Exactly. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. Gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Melan. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. Hehehe. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. Pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. Eh? That's not like you at all. I have my reason. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Why that? All of a sudden. My daddy issues are very different, cry. Yeah, that's what I assumed. No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Ah. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. Ah! I knew it. can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How do you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. There's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves the one option. Wah! I give up. Oh my god, my throat hurts so much from all the yapping. I'm never playing games like this again. You know, maybe I will be on the side of Pokemon needs voice acting. If it's convenient for me. If it's convenient for me, then yes, Pokemon needs voice acting. No, I don't believe it does. I've said this before, and I'll say it again. It would be cool, sure. You're so right that it would be cool that if Pokemon had voice acting. I don't think it needs it. There are other things in the game that they should focus on instead of putting voice acting in the game. Of course, if the next Pokemon game will have voice acting in it, then I'll definitely switch up my tune, because if they establish that voice acting is a thing in Pokemon, which they haven't yet, if they establish that it's a thing, then it would be weird for them to stop in the next game. So like, whenever that happens, sure, I'll switch sides, but it hasn't happened yet. So I think everyone that thinks that Pokemon needs voice acting, people are just very needy and looking for things to complain about. Seen a lot of people say like, oh, but like it's the biggest gaming franchise in the world. They could afford to do that. Here's the thing that a lot of people don't realize. Back last year when the Terra leak happened, a lot of things were leaked. Of course, most people focused on, you know, the old concept art and like, you know, the Typhlosion story. A lot of people focused on that because that's what us as fans focus on. But like, a lot of things were leaked, including Game Freak employees' personal information, which is, you know, really bad. That shouldn't have happened. Another thing that got leaked are the actual budgets that they get to make Pokemon games. And sure, Pokemon is the biggest franchise in the world and they have money. They don't put the money into making the games. It's like, I'm not an expert on like game development or anything, but when I heard this information from someone not too long ago, and the person I heard it from literally said that it's insane that Legend CA is as good as it is with the budget they would have given it. So, no voice acting? I'm completely fine, because if they would have put money into voice acting, we would have got a terrible game. Game Freak needs to really step up. I get it. Pokemon doesn't get most of their money from the games. They get it from like merch, trading cards, the anime, and all that. But from a business standpoint, it makes sense to cut corners with the games, even though it's what the fans would consider what Pokemon is mainly about. But man, I just feel really bad for the developers. Holy shit. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Okay, that's just mean. Don't be mean to Sayori. She's best girl. Hey, Yuri. Ahaha. Who did you say was best girl? No one, Yuri. Yuri suddenly giggles. Eh? I didn't know that she was listening in. Her face is in her book, as always. Ah, I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri. Tell man to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like this, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after putting a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Ellipses. Did I just... I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. Haha. Pokemon needs voice acting. Nintendo adding a beeping sound like when people talk kinda like sense. Oh my god, if they put voice acting and it's like Undertale voice acting, that would be... Honestly, I fuck with that. That would honestly fit Pokemon's style more than just having regular voice acting. In my opinion. Haha. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. Doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you can think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution. Retribution. That. Still, coming from you, Sayori, I guess there's a little devil inside of all of us, isn't there? Why are you looking at me like that, Yuri? Whoa. Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcake. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me some credit. Give me more credit than that, Sayori. Didn't the first Pokemon games have a beeping sound when you talk to people, like the press to continue sound? One moment. Let me actually check that. Nope. Good thing I had my Game Boy right here with Pokemon Silver on it, so I could quickly check. I don't know how well that picked up on the mic. Hope you're enjoying Doki Doki Literature Club. I am enjoying it. I already beat the game once, but now I'm trying to get the good ending. So I'm playing through it again. But hi, Lady the Ro. Hi, welcome. Hope you're doing well. It's a good game. I really like it. Well, I don't like the beginning. It's really slow, but I guess that's kind of the point. when you know that like it's gonna become a horror game, the first bit of it does feel like a slog to go through. But you know, it was kind of the point. It's supposed to feel like a visual novel. People who have the like patience to go through all this mundane stuff would then be like jump scared by, oh, it's suddenly a horror game. But since I'm here for the horror and I don't really like visual novels, I'm like, oh, can we just get to the good part? Anyway. Yeah. Out of nowhere, something smacks Yori on the face and tumbles onto the desk. Ow! What was that? A cookie. Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Yori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcake. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Haha. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Yori hugs the cookie. Oh my god. Okay, this scene is cute. My voice. I hate playing this game. It ruins my voice. It's so long since I played Pokemon. Actually, I had an idea a while ago. I think I posted about it on the Discord when I had the idea. Hold on. Since I have the cam open for the rock, let's see if I can't. I had the brilliant idea of doing a playthrough of Pokemon Silver, but like this. Hello? Ah. Out of battery. I have to charge it. Oh. Or not. What if I did a playthrough like this? Okay, that's actually real bad. What if I... Okay, that's worse. I forgot about reflections. I'm gonna pretend none of you saw that. And we're going back to rock camp. A lot of dust on my desk. I don't think you could see a lot, but I definitely saw like the silhouette of my face showing up in the reflection. It was probably not high enough quality for anyone to actually see it. I just saw the faint silhouette, that faint outline of my face, and I was like, nope, 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 I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. Unless I do it from like a top-down cam. That could work. Well, fair enough. I'm a visual novel person and I usually skipped a lot when I went back through it. Yeah. It just feels so slow for me. And I have no clue what happened. I forgot that the screen of the Game Boy is reflective, and it showed the faintest outline of my face, I believe, for a second, and I was like, whoops. But I don't think that would have been good anyway. Doing a whole playthrough like that? Doing an entire playthrough of Silver like that would not be a good idea, regardless. So I can just use a totally legit Game Boy. But like from my PC, if you know what I mean. Wink wink, nudge nudge. Theory hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Theory rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Theory suddenly claps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. Hehe. Mel's face? How mysterious. The phenomena we will never experience. Arson, do not. Do not. I'm looking at you. I'm guy from Dexter looking at you in the car. Using a video capture card, you mean? Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. Just gonna completely pretend like my face isn't already on the internet somewhere if you look for it. Dokes, his name is Dokes. Yeah, I'm Dokes looking at you. No, the Rock is. Hold on. Going through a lot or just one cookie? Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Ah, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Hehehe. Theory gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Ah, jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off her. Oh. Sayori suddenly leans towards and takes a bite of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori... Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Oh, wow. Okay, so like, are they all lesbians? Maybe a little bit. I mean, not with the way Yuri's looking at me right now. Monica isn't in the club room. Ugh. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. It's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. Probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... Ha, I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. I beg to differ. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. Didn't mean to be late. Hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Oh, I completely forgot to update you guys on the thing. It's not a huge thing, but it is indeed a thing. Let me check the calendar to see what day it is specifically. Wednesday next week. So in about a week. The 19th is my affiliate anniversary, by the way. I kind of forgot about it. I knew it was happening in November, but I've kind of, you know. I don't have anything planned, not like last year, where I think that was when I debuted this model, I believe. Or was that later? I don't... No. I totally did it for the anniversary stream, I believe. But yeah. So in about a week is my affiliate anniversary stream. I don't have anything planned other than reacting to my last year reacting to my first stream ever. I kind of want to make a funny loop every year of me just reacting to myself. Just because it's funny. Then again, we'll have to see how long I actually end up streaming. Congrats on the anniversary, thank you. But it's next week. Mark your calendars. Wednesday next week. I think. Yeah, I believe. Yeah. Reactception, exactly. We're gonna get to we're gonna get to see all three of my models in the same place. That's gonna be funny. Because my first stream was when I used my first model, which was really bad. And then a year later, I remember, because last year I had streamed for 1 year, and I did my 1 year of streaming as a separate like event from my affiliate anniversary, and I decided, I thought that was actually kind of stupid actually, and so this year I didn't do anything for when I had streamed for 2 years, because I'm gonna celebrate that on my affiliate anniversary, which is next week. So I believe I debuted this model that I'm using now a year ago on my affiliate anniversary. I believe I did. Yeah, I definitely did. But then on my anniversary, 1 year anniversary stream, only a few months before, I was still using the previous model because I didn't think of maybe combining the two into one thing. But I'm doing that this year and probably every year going forward. Point is, we're gonna see all three of my models in one place, and that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be weird. Because my first two models looked pretty similar. This was a complete redesign. Will the yellow model ever see the light of day again? I mean... I don't know. Do I have the settings on this? On this model saved properly? Save avatar. Okay, it is saved. In that case, I can load new avatar. Where do I have it? Boo, white man jump scare. Oh, it looks so gross. It looks so it looks so bad. Ew, 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 ew. Oh, ah, let me go back. Whew, scary. That looked like the villain in a Pokemon game. It's the inspiration. He is indeed inspired by Colress. But now he is... Hold on. Now he has become Orbs. Rocky, you're in the way. Now he has become Orb. Look at him. He has become Orb. That's just how the cookie crumbles. Anyway. For girls to share a closet or writing poetry to share between them with tea and cupcakes. If it's not gay, I don't know what is. That is so true. Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glanced at me. Never mind that.
Yorb.
Yorb. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kinda just lost track of time. Haha. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. Kinda just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. Could you play something for us, Monica? That's... Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down. Monica smiled sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. And I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. Look at the time. I usually don't look at the time. I usually end up streaming for like a half an hour or more. That's just kind of become the norm, but like when it comes to games like this with a lot of dialogue, my voice really can't take it, and you know what? I think we're just gonna end it here. For that, I will go to the bathroom real quick. So you can have some music. I'm just gonna close the game before I go. And also open my PNG Tuber Plus avatar, just so it's ready when I come back. Because I don't have my VitoTube avatar visible on the ending screen. But okay, I'll be right back. Wow. Okay, I'm back. Whoop. There I am. Hello. Hello. Ah, my voice. Ah. It's time to look for someone to raid. Let me just there you go. Right back. Right back. At the rock. Stop sliding. Stop sliding. But who to raid? Who to raid? Who to raid? Ugh, my stomach hurts. I need to eat some food. I need to get something to eat. Wow. Let's see who to raid. Oh, Cinnarin. I think it's been a while since we last raided Cinnarin, right? Let's see, what does Twitch tell me? Cinnarin. I have not rated them in the past 30 days. Okay. What about Koyuri though? She's also streaming. I have rated them once in the past 30 days. Okay, in that case, we're rating Cinnarin. Because it's been a while. But she's cute and she's nice. She's sweet. She's currently playing Petite Planet. I have never heard of that, but it looks really cute. Looks like a furry game. Ooh. So yeah, we're gonna go raid Cinnarin. Go get some food, ma'am. I will. As soon as stream is over, I'm gonna go eat something. There you go. There's a raid message. For people who are subbed and people who are not subbed. And if you're not subbed, you can also feel free to replace the emotes with whatever emotes that you have, obviously. I don't much care. And gonna start the raid. Oh my god, my voice is so tired. I can't. I can't. Water. Tasty, yummy, wonderful water. But yeah, thank you all so much for being here. I really hope you enjoyed the stream. I mean, I love Doki Doki, but the start is very slow and there's a lot of talking, and I'm like, there's a reason why I don't. There are huge gaps between me playing this game. It takes a bit out of me, but we're definitely coming back to it so I can get that good ending. But for now, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, night, evening, whatever time it is for you. I will be back tomorrow with art and also music requests. So make sure to bring your nice little tunes to the party so we can play some nice music. But yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, night, evening, whatever time it is for you. I already said that. Make sure you eat food and drink water and take care of yourself. Take your meds if you have them, if you need them. And hope to see you all back again next time. Bye bye. Bye everyone. Goodbye. Ah, my voice.